What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you an easy way to read one of the derived roads in Baccarat called the Cockroach Road. This is the Cockroach Road. It shows up as red and blue slashes on the scoreboard, and you would be surprised how many people don't know how to read the derived roads. So before I show you how to read the Cockroach Road, let me show you what the red and blue slashes represent when it comes to Baccarat. So in the Baccarat world, the red slash means predictable and the blue slash means chaos. Okay, so red for predictable, blue for chaos. Now, how do we know what will come up next? Well, I'll show you a very simple way. Take a look at this scoreboard. All you're gonna do is look at the last result that came up. In this case, it's the banker. Go directly underneath the last result. So this empty square right here. And for the Cockroach Road, you have to go 3 to the left. So starting from this square, if we go 1, 2, 3, we arrive right over here. Now what you're gonna do is see if this box is filled or empty. Is it filled or empty? Obviously it is filled because a player came up. Next, take this square and compare it to the square directly above it. So this one over here. Now, is this square filled or empty? Obviously it is filled. So we have 2 filled squares, and if you get 2 of the same squares, this will show up as a red slash, meaning predictable. So let's go back to this square. If we were to bet banker, the next slash on the Cockroach Road will be a red slash, predictable. Let's go ahead and do banker and see. As you could see, banker came up and a red slash came up on the Cockroach Road. Let's try another one. What do we do first? We look directly below the last result that came up. So last result was banker. Let's look directly below it, right over here. Move 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. We come to this square right over here. Is it filled or empty? It is empty. Let's look at the square directly above it. This square is filled. So we have empty, filled. Those are the opposite of each other, which means if you were to bet banker here, a blue slash would show up on the Cockroach Road, meaning chaos. Because we have an empty square and a filled square. They don't match, which means you will get a blue slash, meaning chaos, if you were to bet banker. So let's bet banker and watch the blue slash appear. And there you go. Are you guys following me? Let's try another one. Which slash would show up on the Cockroach Road if I were to bet banker? Well, we start off on the empty square here. Move 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. We arrive at this square. Is it empty or filled? It's empty. Look directly above that square. Empty or filled? Also empty. So these two match because they're both empty. And if we get the same thing, which slash shows up? The red slash. Predictable. So if I were to bet banker, a red slash would show up on the Cockroach Road. Let's bet banker. And as you could see, a red slash showed up. Here is another example. What if you want to start betting based on the Cockroach Road? You can say, hey, I want to get in on this chop right here. Okay, it's chopped 5 in a row. So I want to get in on this bet. How would you do this? Well, you would place a bet on the blue slash if you're playing the chop. But how would you know if a banker or player would produce the blue slash? Well, again, let's take a look at the last result. Banker. Let's go directly underneath the last result. We start on this square here. We're going to move 3 to the left on the Cockroach Road. 1, 2, 3. This square is empty. The one above it is full. Empty and full are opposites, which means chaos, which means a blue slash. So we would bet banker if we wanted to bet on the chop to get a blue slash. All right. Here's another tip. Let's say you don't want to bet on the blue slash. You want to bet on predictable, the red slash. Well, now that you know that the banker will produce a blue slash, if you wanted to bet on the red slash, you would bet opposite of banker, which is obviously player. So if you bet player, you would get a red slash. Okay, so the most simple way to determine the slashes is to find the result of one of them so that you would know what the other result will produce. In this case, we know that if we bet banker, 1, 2, 3, we have chaos. We would get blue if we were to bet banker, which means if we bet player, we would get red. Simple. So if I'm playing the chop on the Cockroach Road, I would bet banker right now. And there we go. We bet banker. Banker came up and the chop continues. Let's continue betting on the chop. So I'm going to bet that a red slash shows up on the Cockroach Road. If I bet banker, will a red slash show up? Well, let's see. Start off on this square. 1, 2, 3. Empty. Empty. Which means this is predictable and a red slash will show up if I bet banker. So I would place a bet on banker. And there we go. The chop continues. A red slash showed up. Let's bet on the chop one last time. What would we bet on the Cockroach Road? Well, for the chop to continue, we would bet on the blue slash. Which one will produce the blue slash, banker or player? Well, let's find out. Take a look at the last result, banker. Look directly underneath it. We start off on this square, move 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. This is an empty square. This is an empty square. So these two match, which means we would get a red slash if we were to bet banker. We don't want a red slash, we want a blue one. So we're going to bet opposite of banker, which means we will place a bet on player if we are playing the chop on the Cockroach Road. So let's bet player. And there you go. The chop continues. And you would win your bet. There you have it, a simple way to read the Cockroach Road. I hope I've made it as clear as possible. If you are still confused or have any other questions, feel free to drop me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If this video helped you out, destroy the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or if you're new. Turn on bell notifications so you get notified whenever a brand new video goes live. Check out my website, link in the description. Thank you everybody for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Ciao.